This is a custom Ninjago Legends card which was submitted to me for the BuildNinja Monthly challenge by one of my viewers. Welcome back to this month's episode where we will be taking a look at all of your Ninjago Legends creations. Here on BuildNinja Monthly, where I review your custom creations, minifigures and mocks every month. Thanks for tuning in. Let's get right into it. First of all, let's get back to this custom minifigure. It's amazing. I really like the use of that swirling fire effect around him and that base as well. The base matches the actual base used in the Ninjago Legends set, so that's amazing. Here in the description, we can see all that went into this minifigure, and that mask piece was from the Dreams Night Hunter. I've never seen anyone use that piece for this custom, and honestly, it's amazing. I think it's perfect. Really good because it matches exactly the look in the show. We've got all the cloth pieces everywhere, like that tattered cape and the Mandalorian garment piece. That's really good. It covers up Kai completely. And you use the original OG hair, which is a good choice because that's how Kai's hair looks like in the shorts themselves. I would have used that. I did use that in my custom figure, which I was showing on the channel the other day. Go and take a look at that. It's really good. On the right, we can see the hair has been swapped out for the headband piece. And honestly, that's okay because that's the only headband piece we have. I have seen people use the Monkey Kid hair piece because it kind of matches a little bit better. But yeah, no, this is perfectly fine as well. Thanks for submitting this. And before we move on to the next one, I want to point out that sword infused with Kai's fire attached with blue tack. That's a really good accessory, and this is a really great custom. It really looks like Ninjago Legends, almost identical. Really good. Thanks for submitting this, especially that base. I really like that. This isn't the only Ninjago Legends Kai figure that we're going to get today's episode, so stay around to see the rest. Next, for our next submission, we have this amazing mech. It's a nice blue mech, and at the bottom that looks like J on the right there. This is amazing because you might be wondering why there's that Spinjitzu cone up there on top. Well, my guess is that's actually the hat of the mech. Just like one of the members of the Forbidden Five had that weird cone-shaped hat. Well, here this mech uses the Spinjitzu cone piece from Ninjago Core as the hat, which is amazing. That's mind-blowing. I've never seen that used before. That's a great building technique. We've also got the dragon heads as the shoulder pads, which is a really common technique, but it's still a really good one. And this mech really matches the Ninjago Legends vibes really well. In addition, we've got that landscape down at the bottom. We've got the water and the grass around there, and that lantern piece, and that kind of shrine or temple gate thingy, which that lantern really looks like it's straight out from the Ninjago Legends Fire Knight mech set. That's a really good reference, I think, and this is a really great set. Here's a description of what's going on here, and thank you for submitting. Hope to see you again in future submissions. Here's a further look at the other angles of the mech, and you can see how it's posed with one foot on top of that platform, just like the Fire Knight mech. And you've got really nice strong ratchet joints all around, using the Evo mech joints actually. So my guess is that this is an alternate build of Jay's Lightning Dragon mech Evo. Really good mech. I really liked it. That's amazing. Thank you for submitting this one, especially with all the gold details, really detailed and really well articulated, really well shaped. You've done a really good job. And finally, that cape piece at the back, was that hand drawn? Was that custom? Let me know what you think in the comments. At first I thought it was Thunderfang, but I think this is a custom or like a hand-drawn cape, so really good that you even added that, just like the Fire Knight mech. Even the flags coming out from the back. Really nice mech, really matches the vibe really well. This could become an official Ninjago Legends set, I think. Thank you for submitting this. And with the new Ninjago Legends sets coming out, they're really so expensive. So if you want the experience for yourself at home, why not just try and make your own? Make something as big as you can possibly make it, just like this one, and have fun with it. Now for our next one, we have a custom Naricon, and this was mind-blowing because of that technique down there. I've never seen this before, and yet it works so well. I did see the description to say it was inspired by my own custom minifigures video I released like a month ago. That's a good video. You should go watch it if you haven't. But I think this one's better than mine because look at that flame piece down there to represent Naricon's legs or his tail. That's such a great technique which I've never seen before, and especially how it was attached to the minifigure body with the 1x2 rounded bracket piece and those two holes in the middle. That's just amazing. Really good job with this minifigure. Let's take a look at all the pieces used for this minifigure. We've got Lloyd's Dragon's Rising, Dragon Core, powered up, whatever Spinjitzu that was. his torso with red arms swapped out. So we get the dark green for Narakan and the orange for the Sky Pirate theme. That's a really good one. And altogether, we have Garmadon's torso as well with the orange arms, and those green shoulder pads from the Moral figure from Dragon's Rising earlier this year from the Dragonian Storm Village. That's a really good custom, and you've really used some good pieces. Before I move on, one last thing to point out is that brown stud up there with the hole in it. That's a really good technique to represent the headband found on Narakan's head, which wasn't really well represented in the actual minifigure that LEGO released. So that's a really good building technique that you can implement in the future when you're making a figure with that weird headpiece. Really nice one. Thanks for that. Here is the Jin blade that was used on that Narakan figure, and it is a really good one. It's a really good custom Jin blade using that arrow blade piece and the axe pieces. This is probably the best workaround that I can think of that you can use to make the Jin blade. It looks like a Jin blade, and it's definitely a great custom one. Everyone can take notes from this guy. Now, next we have another Ninjago Legends Kai custom figure, and this uses these four over here. Here's what the figure looks like, and we use the Bone Warrior torso and legs because it has the mask, robe, cover-up look kind of thing. And on the right we can see a closer look at the armor piece as well as the headband which Kai wore in the Ninjago Legends shorts. This is a good attempt, a good try using the pieces that you already have. I like how you match the aesthetic with the black and the red pieces. The Bone Warrior was not a bad choice. Thanks for submitting this, and go try and make more figures, make your own custom set, and keep building, keep being creative. Finally, we have yet another Ninjago Legends Kai custom minifigure, and this one uses the core suit. A lot of people believe that Kai was actually in this suit during the shorts, but we don't know because we can't really see it very well. Kalito Productions did make a video analyzing what suit he was wearing. It was not the core suit, but I think it's perfectly reasonable. It's a good assumption because Kai later is found wearing the core suit in his first appearance in Dragon's Rising. So not a far-fetched one, but the use of that tattered robe piece I think is good. It matches the Ninjago Legends, like his look in the show in the Land of Monsters, like all rough and he has to get through it, and he does come out quite weary and his clothes are quite damaged after all that. So that's a really good look, really good one. And the OG Kai face was a really good choice as well because his hair, that really matches the show a lot more. I don't know why they didn't go for the updated hair look, but they instead used the original one. But that's fine by me. I like Kai's original hair. On the right you can see that shoulder pad and the half mask with the bamboo hat. And on the next slide, this submission actually came with black and white pictures. So that's what it looks like in black and white, and that matches Ninjago Legends pretty well. So with your Ninjago Legends, the experience doesn't stop once you've built the thing. Like, try and take photos and get into cool poses and filter in black and white if you want. Finally on the left, that sword piece is just perfect because Kai's sword does get infused with his fire powers in the shorts, and that's just really good. Like, that's such a perfect piece. I don't think you should be using any other piece if you don't have this one, because this really matches the look from that final battle really well. That was a good piece, and it's perfect for this case. So good choice for the sword piece there. And that's it for BuildNinja Monthly today. Thank you for watching. Thank you for all your submissions. This is July 2025. For next month, there is no theme, so go submit whatever you want. We've had an entire custom theme submitted on the channel before. We've had LEGO City, we've had LEGO Star Wars. I really want to see what you can build outside of Ninjago. So I'm excited. Hashtag BuildNinja, tag me, Radio DJ Robot. And see you next time on BuildNinja Monthly.